Hi, my love, and welcome to this space and to this video. I'd like to start off with just coming into your heart. So, if you want to place two hands in your heart space or one hand, whatever feels comfortable, and just taking a little moment, a little pause to listen. And if there's a lot of emotions, just allow them to be there, knowing and trusting that when it's time, you'll feel all of them. And asking yourself, is this video, is this message for me? And if it's a no, it's completely fine. Maybe I'll see you in another video. Maybe I won't. If you do feel a little sparkle in your heart space and it is a yes, then so excited to do this little journey together. Yay! So if you want to, I'd invite you to get a nice little cup of hot tea or cacao or coffee if you feel like it. And yeah, let's have a little tarot pause. So if you need to pause the video for a little bit, just do that and return and get cozy. I sure am. And yeah. So for today, I was guided to do a little yin and yang reading. So one for masculine energy and one card for feminine energy. And that's not to say like female and male, because we all have both masculine and feminine energy inside of us, each and every one of us. And yeah, so we'll see what comes up. I'm very excited. I've never done this before, so we'll see. I feel called to do ladies first. So this card will be for the feminine energy, the yin. Okay, let's see. Okay, beautiful. Oh my gosh. So cute. So the lovers. So nice. Oh, I love this card. Personally, in numerology, it's the year of the lovers for me, so I'm very excited. And yeah, it is a major arcana card, so a bigger message related to your feminine. Oh, so nice. I just love the energy of this card. It's like, it's so delicious. It's juicy. Yeah. So let's get into it. What's coming to me is that, like, yes, showing love to your partner or like your loved ones, but also like your feminine. Like, are you your own best lover? How is your self-love journey going? And that's not to come from this place of like, oh, you need to love yourself 100% every day. Like, no. You know, we have days when it feels a bit tough, and that's when compassion kicks in, when love is not there, and that's okay. But yeah, at least allow compassion to be there for yourself. This could also be a sign that the feminine side of you is really wanting to be in that lover's energy, whether you're in a partnership or not. You know, we crave that energy of being in love and just being cozy and cuddling and kissing, and you can do that to yourself or to a pet or to a friend or a loved one. So yeah, love is the best thing we do. Yeah. My sister even has that tattooed on her shoulder, and it's so true, so true. And what else is coming to me from this card is like, you know, the angel is above these two lovers, signaling that again, like love is divine, and often or sometimes we can actually confuse fear with love. And what I mean by that is that well, from my own life, I've had examples where people are like, oh, well, I love you so much, so I'm trying to like control you. That's not love. That's actually fear that you're confusing with love. You still might love me, but you know, what you're actually projecting at me is your own fears and your own insecurities. And then that is not love. So yeah, just being mindful, truly mindful, because love doesn't feel heavy. Love doesn't feel hard. Love is just kind, and we can really feel the difference in our heart space. And maybe that's why I was guided to do that little heart inquiry in the beginning of this reading. Who knows? Yeah. Also, what's really beautiful about this card is that, you know, you have like the little snake and the fruit, and that talks about temptation. So yeah, sometimes we are tempted to go for these kind of like quick rewards kind of relationships or love. We think, well, oh, I'm just gonna get like love quickly, but it might not actually be love. It just might be like attention or like a little bit of a dopamine hit that we might be going for. So just being mindful, maybe even questioning like what does love mean to you? How does it feel in your body? And allowing that to be your guide and your, you know, kind of compass in life. Yeah. And there's also like the thunder, meaning that, you know, it can be sometimes very, love can sometimes be very, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of shakes us to our core. It can make us do very intense things, and it can kind of hit us as like a lightning from the sky. Yeah, I think that's what was coming through. Yeah, so just staying open. You might find love in the most unlikely places, honestly. And it doesn't need to be like this romantic love. It can be just like a moment when you meet eyes with a stranger, or you know, you get given like a little flower by a little girl, or you see a really cute dog. Like those are moments of love, and I think we sometimes brush them off as like, oh, but actually those can really make or break your day. So yeah, maybe it is like allowing, you know, yourself to be zapped by love more today. Mm. Yeah. Is there anything else? Let me see. Mm. So I also look at the colors, and I correlate them with the chakra system. So what's really standing out to me, besides like the red, which is your root chakra, which is like trust, and really like trusting life, that like it will blossom, it will bloom. There's some orange flowers as well, which is for the sacral chakra. So that's your sexual energy center, but also the center of your creativity. So like allowing that to blossom as well. And you know, the feminine energy is this like beautiful creatrix energy. So maybe there's something that you can create from love. You know, we can create, of course, babies out of love, but we can also create art and music and poems. And I mean, those are all art. But yeah, to see if there's something that wants to be created from love as well. What's coming, I'm also seeing like a blue mountain at the background of this card, and blue correlates with your throat chakra. So that is like speaking your truth, your authenticity, and it's a mountain. So for me, what comes to mind is like, it's not always like a straight road when it comes to our truth and our authenticity. It can sometimes really feel like you're climbing like an uphill battle, and especially when it comes to love, like there's so many hormones and all these things that start you know, whirling around, that sometimes we can kind of lose ourselves in love. So yeah, reminding yourself that you know, to stay grounded to your truth, but also like allowing it to evolve. The landscape evolves. So yeah. So beautiful. So the Lovers for yin. I love that. Okay. Gonna have a little sip of tea. Okay. Let's do the masculine side. So the yang. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I love this card. So this is the Three of Cups. It's a minor arcana card. So one of the four suits. So cups correlates with the element of water. And also astrologically, if this is significant for you, it's Pisces, it's Cancer, and Scorpio. So all the water signs. And cups is our emotional life, so very much related to the Lovers, I would say, because love is definitely a huge emotion, huge. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I do want to talk about the imagery, but also the number 3. The number 3 is in the arcana, it is like, and also numerology, it's like this, it's Empress energy. So it is like this very divine feminine energy. Also like when two come together, two lovers, when they make a baby, that's 3. So maybe there's something there. And yeah, so even though this is for the masculine, it is also like quite a beautifully like feminine card. And as you can see, there are 3 beautiful ladies that are holding up cups in front of the sun. And so this is a card about friendship and teamwork and like working together, but also like celebrating each other and like this beautiful synergetic energy that we can have when we like, you know, take on other people into our project and, you know, let people help us or let people co-create with us. So it's a beautiful co-creation energy. Sometimes we can have this mindset of like, oh, I need to do everything by myself. I'm definitely guilty of that. But to allow someone to come in and help us can actually like expand it, make it bigger, make it like, you know, just something that you could have not done on your own. So there's a beautiful message about co-creation. A lot of flowers here as well. On the bottom of the card, as well as in the Lovers, which is beautiful. So again, like this fertile creative energy. Yeah, maybe this is a message that you know, are in the process of creating something, or you've been thinking about something, or ideas have popped up, and maybe it's time to finally do it and find like-minded people to do something creative with. So yeah. And also like with the yin and yang energy, I want to get a little bit more into that as well. When we think about like creation, like yes, the feminine is like this like creative energy, but if you don't have the masculine drive, then, you know, the feminine energy is just going to be all ideas and you know, this creative energy, but it doesn't take form. So we do need that masculine to kind of like, you know, guide the energy and mold the energy so it can take beautiful form. So that's something to think about. What else is coming to my mind? Yeah, the sun. Just for me, this also signals like showing people your emotions, because during the creative process, you might have, you know, all these big emotions come up, like, oh, can I do it? Am I good enough? And I've certainly had that starting this YouTube channel lately. But yeah, when you have a supportive community and you have people who are rooting for you, you know, like cheering with you, it doesn't feel as heavy. So, you know, talk about your creative projects to people and you know, allow yourself to kind of dream it up and make it real. I think the first step in creating something, and what I always use in my work and everything I manifest, is I talk it out loud. I tell people, I tell people my crazy dreams, and they end up coming true. And it's really beautiful. And when we are authentic, again, like that throat chakra, and we tell someone like, oh, I wanna, like when I was living in Bali, I really wanted to travel to India, and I was terrified of backpacking by myself through India because I only heard of like one person doing it. And then I started telling people that I was gonna do it, and lo and behold, like I started meeting people who would give me tips, and like I even met a beautiful, beautiful woman who I ended up meeting later in India and like having the best time with. So yeah, just allow yourself to speak out your creations and your plans, not from a place of where you need to know how. Like the how, if of course it matters, but like the how will come later. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. So just have a think about that. There was a reason why you clicked on this video, and you needed to maybe hear this message today. So last thing I do want to point out about this card are the beautiful, like, the vines and the grapes. For me, grapes are, I see this, like, antique Roman image of, like, again, like two lovers feeding each other grapes. And yeah, maybe it's a sign to kind of, like, take pleasure in your life, take pleasure in creativity and in the decadence. And that's all around us. I mean, Mother Nature is the biggest creatrix. Like, I think we can all agree on that. Like, she creates abundantly everything that she does with like such beautiful precision and, you know, mastery. And she's had billions of years to do that, obviously. And just as a sign, again, like, you don't need to be at that level. Just start and allow yourself to speak it out, take steps, allow people to help you on your journey, whatever that may be. Yeah, and holding in your heart that, like, truth about the masculine and the feminine energy and that vibration, and allowing both of those energies to fuel you, you know, the masculine drive, and this is just from an energetic point of view, again, and the feminine beautiful flow creative energy, and allowing those two to come together and create these like flow states, and seeing where the mysteries of that bring you. Very exciting. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today for this message, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a beautiful, restful, creative day that feels yummy and decadent, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Love ya!